Here is a perfect business example, good example for business. This one is called RV boat and unit storage. Here we are in Vernon area, New Jersey. Here it is the company name. It's called Minis. Now this one is a particularly good one. It says rent me. Now I want to bring your attention to the casters. You see, they are casters. Okay, just a second through this fan, my camera. Okay, you see the casters over there. I hope you see them. These are metal casters. They are like $100 a piece, or actually $50 a piece if you get them from somewhere. But anyway, Go Minis, it is the phone number, and they have storage here, and I should be coming to become a client here. Boat, RV. This is another one, I guess. Here is the offices in Hamburg, and I will go right there right now. Now, why I'm saying this? Because Storage Rentals of America, you see, there's another thing. And this one is Storage Rentals of America, I believe. And here it is what we get here. What we get. Now I will go directly in the office and I will ask them for prices. How much is one unit like this? You see units 11, 12, 13, 14. How much is RV big like this? How much is RV big like this? How much is one old Cadillac? How much is one regular car? As you can see, this is fenced storage. It is fenced already. It's secure. It's big. It has like a lot of units. This is like a couple of acres storage. And they are right here next to McAfee Hardware in Vernon Township, Sussex County, New York. So now we have the boat, we have the RV, we have the mini storage, and all we need to know now the prices for me to become a client. But the purpose of this video is to tell you that like these are really cheap. Like these units, they are just enclosed, very cheap storages, and you can rent one of those and put them, they can transport it. I believe they should provide, I do not know, but they should be providing the transportation to come to your yard. If you are in the countryside, not in the big city, if you are in the countryside and if you are in Jersey area, I think these guys should be like providing the transportation of this unit. This is just a metal frame, nicely done with plastics, very well waterproof, isolated, like a little this is about 8 feet by 6 feet, I believe, something like this. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 8 feet. I cannot count, but in my opinion, very good solution. And if you have a yard, one could be transported. There is a bigger company like this in America, and they are nationwide. But this one, I guess it's somewhat local. They have the buildings, you see, very nice buildings, and they have these units like kind of shed built storage. Now for the storage business is what I want to talk about. The storage business is huge in America. You see, there are trucks over there, there are cars. Everybody needs a space to store his junk. And that junk, for somebody, it's valuable thing. They don't want to part with it. This business is very psychological. I've been using storages myself, and I have noticed that the broker the people are, the more storage they use. They just cannot part with their junk. You see over there, let me zoom. You see over there, that Cadillac, I see value in it. And Some people see more value in their Cadillacs. There's a old Taurus, probably this car, it's worth not more than $1,000 on the marketplace, and it's full of junk. And you see, now let me show you this old Taurus, flat tires. If you list this car in the market, you cannot get more than $1,000 in this condition. But the person is paying storage here and probably has been paying for a long time. This person, the owner of this car, see tremendous value in his Taurus. Maybe it's a sentimental value, and there's more cars. You see, this one is valuable car, but as you can see the condition, not very good. Now, this one is another Cadillac. I just found one like this. This one is in poor shape, could be restored. The owner of this car keeps it here, and there's 1/4. You see, modern car, and you can judge for yourself by the way it is not maintained. A good car, not maintained. And here is a more yard. It's fenced place. It's safety. Now, there's another reason for people to do this, to put them here, because if they put them outside, the first thing, what will happen, the catalytic converter will fly away. If you're in New York City or Staten Island, upstate, anywhere there is gangs, it's called the so-called catalytic converter gangs. They are very organized. And I had one of my vehicles, something like this, parked in New York City. Surprise, surprise, I was robbed for about $5,000. 2 good generators, the battery of the vehicle, everything was ripped off in one day. I gave police report, and the police told me, hey, we will not even bother. You should have been more careful with your property. Yeah? So that's what can happen, and that's why we're gonna come here, myself personally. Now I'm going to the office, and that's it pretty much. But consider this, if you're in business for yourself, that's a big business opportunity. I know a few guys that owns a couple of thousand locations like this. They are out there, they are making great money. This storage business is one of the greatest investment in property. It has its own perks, it has its own details. Now, I always say in business, the devil is in the details. The details between good business, the details makes all the difference between good business and bad business. Some people, you give them the ideas, and they do it their own shitty way, and the business in 1 or 2 years fails. I actually am coaching a few kids on business, and I've seen it over and over and over and over. They don't pay attention to the details, to the minor, small adjustments that can make all the difference in business. Instead of making $1,000 a day, could be $10,000 a day. Instead of making $100 a day, could be $300 a day. That's the difference with a little minute, small adjustments. And if you pile them up, 1% here, 1% there, 1% here, 1% there, can be the whole difference. And I've been recently reflecting on a book for which I'm gonna make an entire video. That book really shocked me, for the reason that I was in business for about 35 years, of which 29, maybe 30, 31, I've been doing business. Like, what business means, it's having people working for me. Not like a solo entrepreneur, not like anything like, oh, I'm gonna set up online store, you know, I'm gonna make money by myself. No. I mean, I had companies ranging from 2 people staff to 50, 60 people staff, and even further with the affiliates, maybe 100 people organization. Anyway, so here it is a little reflection on that. the destiny brought me here. I hope you learned something from this video. I'm gonna make another video on the topic of profit, and profit first. That is what I'm talking about. A little change in course, a little change in direction can bring you to another destination. And the destination is money-wise. If you are making $300 a day, if you make this minute change, you can start actually making $3,000 a day. Or instead of your business to be the beast that takes all your money and you never make profit, it will be just the other way around. All you have to do is to read one book, which I can recommend, or you just wait for me to make the summary of this book and review of this book, because I will make it in such a way that it might shock you. Through my experience of 30 years in business, I think I'm going to do pretty good analysis on that book. And that's it for the moment. Go Minis, mini storage on the go. Yes. And subscribe to that channel if this is important for you. These are business case studies. These are reflections on business. And these are important stuff, I guess. Free also, not to mention free advice for you. And my consultations, because my business consultations are quite pricey. But from time to time, I feel like it that I have to give something back. And recently, just recently, I start feeling this more and more. My age now, it's about 51, and I feel more and more to give free stuff. I hope you're gonna use it wisely, do the small changes, and get the big results. Thank you, and subscribe.